Hey chess changelings, this is the Patzer with the chess.com puzzle for November 23rd, 2019. Let's take a look. This is what you might call a two-part puzzle. The first part I didn't have too much trouble with, and the second part is the trickier part. It's something I'm not very good at, and as a Patzer, as little as I know about chess, one thing I do know, and that is that promoting pawns in the extreme files, the A file or the H file, very, very tough when you're down to just a few pieces and it's mostly like king against king. I think it's really impossible to promote a pawn under those circumstances. However, we haven't reached that point yet, and that bishop, as we'll see, is going to be key to solving this puzzle. So let's take a look and see how it works. The first part, this is the part that I guessed, kicks off with a queen sacrifice. Chess.com loves queen sacrifices, and this one's clever because, as we can see, thanks to that diagonal, the queen is kind of trapped there, right? So what does the king do? The black king heads over, so that if the bishop takes the queen, the king can take the bishop. However, white takes this opportunity to advance that pawn because it really wants to get that pawn into the A8 spot and promote it. So not surprisingly, the king is heading over there also. And, the bishop takes this opportunity to swipe the queen, and of course also tempts the king by saying, hey, take me. But of course that's just a waste of time for the king. King's not buying it. Pawn keeps on keeping on. And here's where it gets clever, okay? So the king has got to tread water a little bit. These two spaces are not available to it. It doesn't want to come down here because if it does, then the pawn, cakewalks into the A8 spot. So the king treads water, and this is the really nice part that as a Patzer I couldn't figure out. Bishop slides into the A7, and now there's this impenetrable wall, right? B8, B7, and B6 totally unavailable to the king. What does the king do? Well, the king's got to go someplace. And now, of course, it's a matter of the white king kind of running interference so that the pawn can promote itself. And then, it's all over, right? There. Checkmate. 19 moves, checkmate. Now, I always like to have the Stockfish engine play these positions. Stockfish engine played it differently. Interestingly, same 19 moves, totally different movements on the board, but still 19 moves to checkmate. So I'm not going to bother showing it to you. It's the same deal, just slightly different. So there you have it, a two-part puzzle. I got the first part, didn't get the second part. Maybe you did. This is the Patzer. This was the puzzle for November 23rd. Get out from behind the 8 ball, and I'll speak to you soon.